say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
And back to the air on second down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And that's just a simple blitz by the middle linebacker, and he's able to win up front. He sees the gap. He's able to beat his block and get to the QB.
And not the optimum setup to try to salvage the opening drive with a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The Gators will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. On his way from around the 50. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. So LSU's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. As dynamic as this guy is on the outside, Jesse, you know he's going to be cheating that way from his free safety position.
You're right, because as a quarterback, I just can't throw to my guy on the perimeter, right? I got to attack the middle of the field. The problem is you've got one of the best safeties in the nation who likes to lay people out.
Yeah, roaming the middle of the field, reading the quarterback's eyes, and he's got an eye on that receiver out there, too, that's dynamic. So let's see what kind of day he can have.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Back to pass, it's Duggan. Using the quick game. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Now the pitch. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, LSU!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference, be great in your conference, get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally. And they just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. And the Gators moving quickly to the line. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down.
He's loose. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The Gators are moving quickly down the field.
Fantastic job there buying time and then using his speed to go get a huge chunk play. You saw on defense a lot of people in the back end with their heads turned around chasing receivers. It's dangerous. You know?
The freshman able to get home with the sack.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Tight end finds a soft spot. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
And had they not picked up that first down, it would have been decision time for the head coach, right? You're kind of in no man's land on the fridge. Are you trying a long field goal? Are you going for it on fourth down? But because of the execution there and the nice throw, let's keep this drive going. Let's see if we can get 6.
And here comes the offense on second down. From the gun, the ground game. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. Unleashes one deep. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Gators!
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. USF is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Jim Leavitt, this has not been a blowout today in Tampa. They're up by 7 over Liberty. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Bayou Bengals have been able to put on an aerial circus in recent years, but the foundation, the running game.
Yeah, don't forget about the run game. That starts everything, right? Because if you can run it, you can throw it, you can create some balance and keep defenses off guard. But I think LSU does a really good job of always establishing the run game first. Then they'll get to their playmakers and all the speed out wide.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Now the pitch. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. After run, now throw. The sure hands, it's strong. It's been punch, counter punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. On the option. And he didn't get the pitch off, and he paid the price. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. To the air, it's Casey. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Nice move to keep running. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
On fourth down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run here. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
And once you get in this range in the football field, do you depend on your kicker? Do you go for it? I think on fourth down, I think you go for it. This is a long field goal, a lot harder attempt.
No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. Got enough space. Touchdown, Florida. And the defense doing work.
And that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners, takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Now the toss. And that one will go and reverse the defense all over that pitch on the option. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. And now they've lost the ball. The ball's going to go out of bounds. That's in the end zone, and it'll be a safety. After giving up that safety, they'll have to boot it away and give it right back to them.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they did.
The offense set for a first down play. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. With the catch, it's Golden. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And the Gators get enough for the first down.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit in the state of Florida and really nationally, they've got a lot of the best around the country in high school wanting to come play here. So it says a lot if you're RB1 in this offense, but this dude shows you why. Speed and playmaking ability all day long.
Getting some heat. And they're on him in a heartbeat, and down he goes. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Gators line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football.
Oh, it's on the ground! Live ball! Oh, the offense ought to go buy a lottery ticket because that ball somehow bounced right back to them. They'll keep it. You want to talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble. Now the toss. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. We had a barn burner the last time these two teams played, and no reason to expect anything else between these two bitter rivals.
Attention to detail, and I think the sense of urgency, David, in a game like this just goes way up.
And I think managing the emotions in these type of games, you know last year was a classic. Now you're trying to form this year's identity of this team and go out and get a win in a big-time rivalry game.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. They're bringing heat. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
Tackled, but he has a first down.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, this offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a first down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. On to attempt the try.
Number 1 in the end zone.
And it's up and good as they draw just